YouTube, what it do? If you my fam, welcome back. You new to the channel, just call me Kinfolk. Salute. Now today we got a music video from Young Thug featuring Lil Uzi Vert called Up, right? And this is like one of the most overt music videos I've seen. I probably put this on like top 3. It's probably top 3 most overt music videos like that I've seen so far, right? So without further ado, we finna get right to it. We finna break it down. I'm gonna show some geometry and things like that at the end. So stick along even after the video breakdown, because it's gonna be interesting. So without further ado, let's tap right in. Let's see what's going on. From the beginning, man, it was gonna be one of the most overt music videos I've seen of all time. So it's no surprise that the opening scene is this lady, this woman on the Masonic checkerboard floor. And if y'all don't understand what the Masonic checkerboard means, is basically the duality that's necessary, right, for Freemasonry, right? Freemasons believe that duality is necessary, that good and evil balance, right? Doing good things and also doing evil things to balance those things out, right? Just being a good person is not enough for Freemasons, right? They believe that a balance is necessary for life, right? Maintaining that balance is important for them. So that's why they show you these things clear as day in plain sight. So this whole music video is done in front of this Masonic checkerboard. And pay attention to these women too. I'm gonna break it down too. I'm gonna break it down so y'all can understand why they doing this with these women, right? And as you can see clear as day, the woman has the pentagram painted on her face, right? And pay attention to the red and black that's constantly being used. The women is in red, white, and black. Then she's in red and black right here to represent those colors, those blood oaths, those blood sacrifices, right? Right, and like I said, man, they using these women, and they using the feminine energy and leading people to the darkness, right? Not saying women is evil, that's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying they're using these women here in this video to lure people to the darkness, right? So you're gonna see these demonic looking women, they wearing these weird contacts, they wearing these weird clothing, you know what I'm saying? They getting that image across to you. But it's gonna be more evident as the video goes on. So Young Thug, he comes in the video, and as you can see, the Masonic checkerboard is in his it's in the what do you call it, man? It's in his lens, right? So he's showing you that even Young Thug has the same ideology as the Freemasons. He has to accept that in order to be in the position that he's in. And this isn't me hating on another black man, right? This is me showing you what's going on in the music industry. There's plenty successful people in life that you don't even know their names, but it's certain things that you're gonna have to do to be a part of Hollywood, to be an influence, because they have to influence you with these same type of ideologies. That's why you continuously see these type of things in these music videos. Right, so they showing you even in Young Thugs, in Young Thugs, I say Young Thong, that should be his real name, Young Thong, but Young Thug, in his view, this is what's in his view, is that duality, right? So he takes off his glasses, and they show the one eye symbolism, and they zoom in on his eye, and you can see women with the Masonic checkerboard all over their body. And like I said, they're going to use these women to further lure you into the dark, because what are you lusting after? What are most men lusting after? A good looking woman. So they gonna use these good looking women in these videos to get this symbolism across, right? She got her titties out, they covered up with the Masonic checkerboard, and then you even got the black and white in the background of where they standing at, right? They know men are victim to their lustful desires. That's why most men in Hollywood are handled by women. The women are the handlers, right? Remember in the Matrix, Morpheus asked Neo, was you listening to what I said, or was you watching a woman in the red dress? Now, like I said, I'm not trying to start a He-Man woman hater club. I'm saying this is why they utilize these women as a tool against the man. They're using your lustful desires against you, because look at what Hollywood is doing. I'm saying this is how Hollywood operates. They're using your lustful desires against you, because meanwhile you looking at how good these women look whole time, they hypnotizing you, they putting you under a spell, they showing you these demonic images They showing you these Masonic images and it's going right past you because you're not focused on that. You looking at her titties. Now let's move on. Then, like I said, you can see the woman with the red, white, and black, clear as day, and you can see this owl right here. They made sure this owl was the main shot, was the main focus of this shot right here. And I'm gonna explain why. Right? So this owl in Hollywood is known to be the owl god of Moloch in the Bohemian Grove. Right? And what Moloch was, the great owl of the Bohemian Grove is typically identified as Moloch, the chief god of Ammonites who lived in Ammon, an eastern section of Canaan. Right? So this form of worship spread to a few other cities in the region. For example, 200 boys of the best families were burnt to death in a sacrifice to Moloch. So Moloch is known to be the god of human sacrifice. So this is why they go there. They go to this Bohemian Grove, and this is where children, this is where humans get sacrificed. You can also see different forms of Moloch, right? Different religions believe in different forms of Moloch, but in each instance, Moloch is the god of sacrifice, of human sacrifice. You can see Moloch in forms of a bull. You can see Moloch in forms of an owl. You can see Moloch in forms of what was that thing, man? It had his mouth wide open. Now, if you pay attention to that Moloch god that had his mouth wide open, you can see that it looks like the same head that was at Travis Scott. What was that? The Astro World Festival. It was that same head. It was that same god of human sacrifice. And them folks walked right in. You had to walk into that thing to get into the event. So you was already accepting. And see, this is them showing things in plain sight. So when it happens, this eliminates their karma. This eliminates their karmic debt. This is the universal law that they have to show these things in front of you. Now, if you had to did your research prior to going to that concert, you would have knew right there what was going on. And by you walking in, you was giving those spirits, you was giving those demonic entities consent for this to happen to you. See, somebody that's really tapped in would have never walked into that festival because they would have known that you giving your spiritual rights away by walking in there. And that's why sadly, unfortunately, people met their demise at that concert. But they putting these things in plain sight for you to see. All you have to do is connect the dots, do a little research. That's it. Just a little. You ain't got to do that much to figure out what's going on. Just a little bit. So this is why they put these things in plain sight. This is why you see this owl in this music video. They make sure to make this owl the main shot. It's not for an accident. Everything they do in these music videos is for a reason. You can even see on the back of your, matter of fact, this on the front of the dollar. On the front of your dollar bill, you can even see the owl in the corner. They put these things for you to see. So they can say, hey, well, we showed them. We showed them. This is what they believe is going to erase their karmic debt when it's time to be judged. When they stand before God, this are the things that they're going to say. They're going to say it's his fault. They're going to point at you, the viewer. We told them that their favorite artist was devil worshippers. We had them put their one eye. We had them do the one eye symbolism. We had them throw up the devil horns. I mean, damn. Some of the artists, they even tell the listener that they worship the devil.
Me being a devil worshiper or whatever, besides them reading into my hand over my eye on my album cover.
Why is your hand over your eye on your album?
Because I'm a devil worshiper. What are you talking about?
But they don't care. Well, I can't do nothing for them. That's what God gonna say. Well, I can't do nothing for them then. Because y'all gave them a choice and y'all signed y'all spiritual rights away. Justin Bieber even has a tattoo of the owl god on his hand. Why you think Drake has the owl as his label, OVO, which is really a spin off of OTO, right? Another secrets, not a secret society, but a society with secrets, right? So as you can see that they're carrying that same ideology as all the rest of the Skull and Bones, the Freemasons, every other entity, every other fraternity, every other society, right, carries the same ideology that Lucifer, the all-seeing eye, is the light bearer. Peep the light that's shining from this pyramid with the one eye in it. The light is shining from it, right? And this dove is going towards Baal, which you could either call Satan or Lucifer. That's what he's flying towards, right? So this is what they're trying to convert people towards. The dove represents the Virgin Mary in terms of Christianity, right? So look where the dove is flying towards to get that enlightenment. So they all carry the same ideologies. It's just a different name that they slap onto it. So if you love Lucy, you got a bunch of different clubs you can go to, right, to show your love for them. Right, that's why a lot of these artists, if you pay attention, they not only throwing the 666 on one eye, but they doing the owl thing on both eyes. That's what they doing that for. They doing that to represent that owl god Moloch. That's what they doing that for. Right? Even the US Capitol, if you look at it from an aerial view, the US Capitol, Capitol Hill. This is what Capitol Hill is. This building is the US Capitol. Now, if you take a aerial view, you will see that it shapes the form of an owl. Right? So they understand these things, man. These things were created for a reason. They understand all of this. It's the listener that they trying to capture, and they trying to get you to think otherwise. But let's move on, man. Even Snow White, man, the chair that was in the background formed the back of the chair formed the owl. Why didn't they just show an owl? It's animals right here. It's squirrels. You see what I'm saying? It's squirrels right here. Rabbits. Why they couldn't just have a regular owl flying around? But see, they hid it in plain sight. They put it into the back of a chair to let you know that it was something about the owl that was distinct from the rest of the animals. So they put it in a chair instead, because they know they had to show you that it was something important about that owl. Let's move on, man. Even Harry Potter, man, the owl, it was the owl. The owl is connected also to magic and sorcery as well. It was the owl that gave Harry that letter to let him know that he had been accepted from to Hogwarts. You see what I'm saying? It was the owl that gave him that letter. So you gonna see this owl a lot, you know, in mainstream media. But let's continue with the rest of this video. So you can see these women with the Masonic checkerboard on them. They got the black and white in the background. She throwing up the devil horns on the slick. Right, then you can see this woman right here. She got the devil horns. She got the pentagram on her face. So they showing you clear as day how they get down. And she got the red and black on. So they showing you clear as day. Right? And the lyrics, he say, you know, I stay where the cheese be. Bitch, I'm a star like a Ouija. Like the Ouija board. Right? And that was like the smallest detail, like out of all things you chose to say, bitch, I'm a star like a Ouija board. I didn't even I had to Google like the Ouija board to see, like, is it a star on it? Like, it must be a star on it, the reason why he said that. But that was such an outlandish like line. It was like you had to figure out a way to insert that in there. Right? Because on the board, it has the pentagram. Right? As you can see, the duality. You have them upside, you know, right side up, and then you have it upside down, right, for that Baphomet pentagram as well. Right, so you have the upside down star, the upside down pentagram, and then you see it in its upright position right here. That's the duality. Right? And Young Thug does that. He does that gun thing that everyone else does, you know, desensitizing you to murder, to killing yourself. This is what every single artist promotes. Copy and paste different artists. Right? Then he throws up the devil horns with the Masonic checkerboard in the back, letting y'all know where he gets this from, letting y'all know where he received the light from. Lucifer the Light Bearer, Albert Pike, 33rd degree Freemason, Morals and Dogma. Read the book. Research. It's free. All you have to do is search the PDF file on Google. This is shit you can Google. This isn't like hidden, like you have to go to the dark web to find it. It's a quick 5-second search. It's on the very front as soon as you click it. Lucifer, the light bearer. Lucifer is God to them. So when they doing all this symbolism, when they showing you all this who they giving their thanks to. This is who's supplying them with all these material possessions. God don't make you a celebrity overnight. That's not how God works. Come on, man. Once again, they have to show you the owl. The owl is the main focus of the shot. Once again, right? Like I said, man, they using the women to lure you into the dark. So they got these women in weird positions. She's sitting there with her hands, like she's sitting there with her body contorted like backwards. You see what I'm saying? Like just weird stuff, bro. Weird stuff. Look at the women. Look at the women that they showing you, bro. These are most likely witches that they showing you.
Purchase your tracks today.
And you easily being allured by them because of how they look. But just look at the imagery that they showing you with these women. They're using your lustful desires against you. Right? Look at the women that they showing you. Pay attention. She got the red and black on too. With the black and white Masonic checkerboard and the red curtains. Come on, man, red, black, and white. They getting that image across to you. Look at this woman. Do she look like she will bring good things to you? She looks like a witch. Right? Look at her, man. Look how they make. Look at this, man. Just look at this stuff, bro. Look at what they show you in plain sight. This is what they desensitizing you with. This is what they normalizing you with this type of imagery. It's cool. It's cool nowadays. And Thug throwing up the devil horns once again. You know, he can't stop showing his love for Lucifer because that's why he got all the diamonds on his neck. You see what I'm saying? That's where he gets it from. And the whole time, a lot of these rappers be broke. On top of that, they be selling their soul and still be broke. This should be a facade. The diamonds, the cars, that's for the image to get you sucked in. Like, oh my God, these rappers is lit. They have more than I do. So you start looking up to them because it seems like they have more than you, but you missing one thing that they don't have, and that's happiness that you have. You more happier than them. Their whole life, they're a slave. They sign their whole likeness away. Think about it. If you signed your likeness away to a label, then the label owns you because you cannot separate yourself from the likeness. You can't take the likeness out your body and it be a separate entity. The likeness is you. You are the rapper. So now they own you because they own your likeness. They own everything you do. That's why they have to show this symbolism. They have to if they want to keep their little stature, if you can even call it that, because to me these people ain't shit. But to most people, they look up to these people because it seems like they have more than you, but they don't. It's all a facade. It's an image that they're selling you so you can get sucked up into it too. So now they casting you all this demonic imagery because you look up to them. It's all a game and you being played. Like I said, man, look at the women that they using in this video. Look how they using the women against you. Like I said, man, I'm not saying women is evil. I'm saying look at how Hollywood operates. They gonna use the women to show you this imagery. Because if it was men doing this, y'all be like, hold on, this shit look weird as hell. This ain't adding up. But since it's women, see, you looking at how pretty they look and you not looking at the weird shit that they doing. Once again, the red, black, and white that she got on. And she got like damn 8 eyes. Like, come on, bro. The bitch look like TN from Dragon Ball Z. Come on, bro. Stop the bullshit. Now, Lil Uzi comes in the video and he has the star ring on. Now, if you don't know what the star ring is, I'll take a moment to explain. All right, and this goes with the star. And peep the fact that the star is upside down on his finger. All right, the pentagram is upside down to represent the Baphomet, but that's not even it about the pentagram. So let's continue and see why the pentagram is being used. The pentagram is the shape of a 5-pointed star polygon. Pentagrams were used symbolically in ancient Greece and Babylonia and are used today as a symbol of faith by many Wiccans, back into the use of the cross by Christians. So Christians cross Wiccans the pentagram. The pentagram has magical associations. Many people who practice modern paganism and pagan faiths wear jewelry incorporating the symbol. So they're telling you right there that the pentagram is connected to magical associations and witchcraft. Wiccans practice witchcraft, black magic, dark magic. This is what that pentagram is being used for. That's why A$AP Rocky in his music video, he's inside the pentagram enclosed with a circle, and he has all his friends sitting there reading out of a book. They're casting spells. You think this is a game, but they putting it right in front of you. How many times do they have to show you for you to get it? They not playing with you. They not doing this shit just for, what do y'all be saying, man? Y'all be saying they do this for attention. But how could they be wearing a star ring for attention when you don't even know the real meaning behind the star ring? So how could you say that they wearing a star ring? How could you say that they using this Masonic checkerboard in the background for attention when you don't even know what it means? When you see this, you think of chess. So it's not for attention, man. They doing this to show you how they get down. They showing you clear as day. It's part of their contract. This is what they have to do. They have to continuously show their allegiance. It's universal law. They have to show you what they're doing. That's the only way that they can get rid of their karmic debt and their beliefs. Because they're going to tell you, since you vouch so much for these artists, when it's time for judgment, they're going to sit there and turn on you. And they're going to point the finger at you and say, no, it's his fault, God. Because we showed him that we was on Lucifer's side. We showed him the devil horns. We showed him the Masonic checkerboard. It's his fault. And he gonna say, you right, it's his fault. It's their fault too, but it's also your fault too. You can't sit there and say I didn't know. You can't sit there and say I didn't know. You can't play ignorance is bliss. Cause I'm sitting here telling you, and you just watched this video. So now it's on you. What you gonna do? What decision you gonna make? Yeah. All right, come on. And he's throwing a 666 at the same time. So come on. One eye symbolism once again, because we looking through Young Thug's eyes, and this is what he sees. This is what he gets alerted by, right? He's showing you what he got alerted by. This is why all these men always have handlers. This is what they get alerted by, is the witch. Even Tom Brady told you his wife was a witch.
I listened to her. And right after the game, she said, see, I did a lot of work. You do your work, I do mine. She said, you're lucky you married a witch. I'm just a good witch.
Right? Look through his eyes. He's showing you what he sees. And what does he see? These demonic women. That's what got him caught up. Is the demonic women. The same way they getting you is the same way they got him. The same way. Look at these women. It's the same way. They know that's your weakness, so they're gonna use it against you. This is nothing new. This has been going on since the Roman days. If you didn't feel like going to war with your enemy, it might have been too costly for equipment. It might have been too costly for your men. You might not have had enough men to go to war. So what's the easiest way to get to your enemy? Is send a woman. Send a woman to seduce that man. And what she gonna do? She gonna stab him right in his heart while he's sleeping peacefully, thinking he got a good woman on his side. But she done came there strictly for a mission to seduce that man. Now, like I said, I have to reiterate, bro, I am not trying to start a He-Man Woman Haters Club. I'm sitting here trying to tell you this is why they have these women in this video dressed up like this. Because they're taking advantage of your lustful desires, and they sitting here hypnotizing you with this imagery. Right? Now, I'm not saying you can't go out here and find a good woman, because then that would be a lie. But pay attention to what I'm saying and don't distort what I'm saying. So as you can see, look at what they doing. Look at what they doing. Even the video of Miley Cyrus, even though she probably not even a real woman, but they using the image of a woman. And look at what she's doing. She's dressing up like a baby and showing these kids that they can be sexy. Look at how she look like she's sucking on a dick when she's sucking on this baby bottle. They using the women. They using the image of the woman to show you this imagery. Because if it was a man sitting here doing this, all hell would break. Y'all be like, oh hell no, oh hell no. But see, you looking at how cute she might be, how attractive she might be to you. So you not even paying attention to what she's actually doing. She's sitting here in the crib acting like she getting fucked. But this is acceptable. This is a grown adult, whether it's a man or a woman. They sitting here in a baby crib looking like they getting fucked. And see, this is why they use the image of the woman to tear down, to sit there and program you, because you're not paying attention. Your lustful desires, you being blinded. They say a powerful man is a man that can control his sexual desire. Come on. So this is why they show you these things. Look, they constantly showing you this. They constantly showing you these women with these pentagrams on their face. We just looked up what that represent. And then the video ends with the owl. They got to show you the owl at the end. They have to show you about the sacrifice. That's why she wearing the red and black. They have to show you about the sacrifice that takes place. And that's how the video ends. So let's move on to the gematria. All right, first, before we do that, all right, so before we start the gematria, right, I just want to point out the comments. And these are the top comments. So I was very proud. I was very proud to see what I seen. Right, he says it's nice to see that some people are starting to figure out what's really going on. I mean, how could you not? I mean, it's plain as day. It's plain as day, like in plain sight, like what's going on. Who else? They just putting it in front of our faces at this point. Right? What else? These are the top comments, like I said. Illuminaughty is like, okay guys, we're done hiding. I mean, at this point, they've been done hiding. Look at the cover art for this mixtape of Young Thug. He's showing himself being a puppet. That's all these artists are. They're puppets. Man, let's move on, man. So we got Young Thug, right? So now we finna get into the gematria, right? If we take Young Thug, which his real name is Jeffrey, we take Young Thug and Jeffrey, we get the number 33. You know, as in 33 degrees of Freemasonry, right? The master number 33, 11, 22, 33. These are the master numbers that you'll continuously see with these puppets. Right? Let's continue. Right? If we take the song Up, which we just reacted to, we just broke it down. The album was Hear No Evil. The release date was April 13th of 2018. Right? April 13th. We got the 33 once again. And we also have the 83 and the 38. That's kind of funny because Murder also has the same numerology, that 88, that 83 and 38. That's why in the video you seen them alluding to the blood sacrifices, the owl god that they give blood sacrifices to. They showed you that in this video. That's why they show you. That's why they show you the owl god. That's why they show you, because it's linked to murder. It's linked to human sacrifice. That's why the music video was dropped on a date with murder numerology. Right? Hear No Evil. Right? Like I said, it came out April 13th, 2018. Right? Now if we take Lil Uzi, who featured on the song as well, we take his real name, Symere Woods, and we take Hear No Evil. We get Hear No Evil, we get 55, 161, 53. We get the same numbers just switched around, 161, 53, 55. Same numbers. We get the same number, same cipher, just switched around. Right? So it's no surprise why he's on this album, because the numerology is surrounding this album. That's why this album had a certain name. Everything they do is for a reason. Hear No Evil and Lil Uzi Vert, even his rap name, 55 in the same full reduction cipher. Shows you right here how they added up. It does nothing but take the letters. Don't even worry about the word. It takes the letters and adds up the letters, the numerical value that we've been told when this English language was constructed. We were told that this numerical system corresponded with these letters. So these certain words, if we go way back to when these words were created, right? It's the same reason behind the hieroglyphics that the Egyptians used. The hieroglyphics had messages that was decoded. So why is it far-fetched that the English language can also be decoded? Why is that so far-fetched to people? when this has been a thing before we was even on this earth. We only been on this earth 20, 30, 40, 50 years. The average person that's watching this video. I see my audience. My main audience is 25 to 34. Some people might be 16, 17, 18, older than like 60 watching this. This has been a thing before we was even on this earth, before our great grandparents was on here. They've been decoding messages with languages. So why is it so far-fetched that it's being done now? Amir Woods, we even take his name. 55 once again, just like Hear No Evil and Lil Uzi Vert. So either this could be a message, this could be a message from saying that we are in a simulation type of thing, or this could be the powers that shouldn't be organizing these things by the numbers. Either or, which one? July 3rd, either way, this is not a coincidence. July 3rd, 2018, right, is when this video was released. This music video was released July 3rd, 2018. Now, if we take that and we take Young Thug's birthday, which is August 16th, we get 44 days, right? Also kill numerology, right? 44 equals kill. That's why Nick Cannon equal 44. December 7th equal 44. 5 months old, that word, 5 months old equal 44 in gematria. I think I'm playing. Around. So that's why that music video was released once again on a kill, on a murder numerology. They getting it across to you. This is what goes on. Kill, 44, right? Nick Cannon, 44. Follow me now. Even that girl that fell off that building, 44, right? 5 months. Cause y'all think I'm playing, bro. 5 months old, 44. December 7th, that's when Nick Cannon's son died, 44. The 44 numerology is linked. And then they said the baby had brain, 44. They said the baby had brain cancer, 44 once again, right? Oath, 44. They took that blood oath. So that's why they had to sacrifice those kids to Moloch, because it was an oath. Let's continue, man. Even this little famous birthday, they got the star upside down. Peep that. The duality. They got it upside, they got it right side up here, but then they got it upside down over here. Come on, man. Get into it. 44 days. August 16th, the day Young Thug's birthday, 44. When it was 44 days between the videos released and his birthday. Come on now. Once again, back to Hear No Evil, the EP by Young Thug. Once again, we got the April 13th numerology. We take April 13th and Lil Uzi's birthday, July 31st, so it's connected to both of them. If we take those days, we get 109. 109 days between the album release and Lil Uzi's birthday, right? Hear No Evil equals 109 in English ordinal gematria. That's straight up original English language, A through Z, 1 through 26. And something else I came across, Lil Marlo, who was a rapper that was around Young Thug and Lil Baby. I believe him to be a sacrifice for maybe Young Thug and Lil Baby. Because Marlo's telling him straight up, if you want to make it into the game, Young Thug said I had to make a sacrifice. And what's so crazy, he became the sacrifice. Right, Lil Marlo. That was his original name, Lil Marlo, before he took the little away. TMZ even credits him as being Lil Marlo, shot dead in Atlanta. These are the things they want you to see so you can add it up. Even peep the black and white Masonic shirt that they showed him to be wearing in this publication. They, out of all the pictures he's taken, they chose to pick the one where he's wearing the duality shirt. Now he might not have even worn that on purpose. He may or may not, but they chose to pick that shirt to put in this publication. Now Lil Marlo has the 38 numerology in his name. 3 + 8 = 11, the master number. 38, also the numerology behind murder, death, 38, murder, 38, murder by numbers, 38, right? And Lil Marlo, they say he died on July 10th, right? July 10th at the age of 30. Now, if we take July 10th and Young Thug's birthday, we get 38 days. Once again, that same 38 numerology that's connected to Lil Marlo, and the same 38 numerology that's connected to murder and death. And he happened to die 38 days before Young Thug's birthday. So like I said, this could have been a sacrifice for Lil Baby and Young Thug, because Young Thug is connected to this as well. Right? So that's all we got for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope it, open y'all eyes. Whoever was on the fence about it, hopefully this cleared things up for you. If it didn't, hey man, I can only play my part. I can only do so much. But appreciate y'all for tapping in. Appreciate the support. I'm out.